I thought to myself, hey, how come I never use this angle for filming, because the light is like facing the window, so that's ideal. But then I remembered, oh, because of the view. This is the work in progress, and this is what my hair literally looks like right now, because my ponytail is heavy and getting on my food, so I clipped it up while I'm finishing my lunch. But I wanted to hop on here for a spontaneous update. Hello. I swear I've been meaning to say hi for weeks. Thank you for tuning in today. Thank you for hanging out with me and checking in. Here, let me just do this. And I just want to give a quick personal life update, as well as announce some things that's going on. First of all, I hope that you're having a great January, or it's almost the end of January, that 2023 is treating you well so far. I have been taking a much needed break. I haven't seen you since my second December daily, which was the last one of last year. And so much has changed, like so much of my mindset. Happy 10 years to this channel, by the way. Thank you for everybody who stuck with me for years and years. And if this is your first time here, hello. I'm Annabelle, and I'm an artist. I'm based in Brooklyn, and I'm eating dumplings. It's almost 2 years I've lived in New York now. And I'm just thinking, like, my life has changed so much for the better. And I am learning to be less afraid, just holistically, but less afraid of change, less resistance to change, wanting to try new things. I'm still, like, finding my footing. I'm trying to, oh god, I don't know how, like, people eat and talk at the same time. It never works for me, but I'm trying to find my footing, because I just want to make something. Oh, wait. Ben doesn't put it down, and I'll talk to you. Alright. Let's just, like, pretend nothing was said. Point I was trying to make is that stuff gets stuck in my teeth like crazy. Yesterday I got an electric toothbrush, and then my whole life changed. I'm like, I'm gonna get my life together for real. I'm being sarcastic, but I've just been noticing and really, like, taking my time to realize that I'm like ready to put one foot in front of the other and make a lot of changes and get my life together. And what do I mean by that? I mean, like, I think for a long time have been taking really, really small steps to opening up and exploring my life outside of YouTube, outside of my social media accounts, really having an experiencing community in my city and so many different arenas, like not just people I can meet on like art platforms or Instagram, like people with a lot of that in common with me, but like also like having shared interests and like in board games, martial arts, and whatever, like realizing how much multitude I contain. And one thing I feel like social media loves doing is pushing people into boxes so that we're like recognizable as a brand, and then you're kind of like almost forced to feel like you have to adhere to this label that you categorize yourself as. And as someone who has done it from like a teenage year, and I always like aspired to do it full time, and then like really took off during college, in like those formative years, the momentum just carried me, and it really, really made me feel like, okay, well, now that you've made it, you really have a duty to just like see it to the end and whatever. But then I didn't really allow room for change and the evolution that I think like my soul was fighting for. So there was just like a lot of internal conflict that had started like 3-4 years ago, to be honest. And I always like was pivoting in little ways, and I'm not really quite sure what this channel is gonna look like, but I will tell you that I'm not ready to like full on say I'm not gonna quit. That's why the title of this video is like not goodbye, it's hello. But I will say I feel like I'm going to approach YouTube with a different mindset this year, experiment a little more, because I'm going to spread myself towards other realms, explore new avenues, and see what my job can look like now that I am kind of like reforming it. And I hope that makes sense. But like, it really touches my heart when I got these DMs recently that are like, oh, Annabelle, like, I really miss your vlogs, I've been rewatching. That's really, really sweet, because trust me, it means so much to me that you feel connected to me and just want to spend time with me. And I feel like I'm spending time with you as well. Like, I feel less lonely, especially when I was going through my breakup. I felt seen, and I felt almost like my pain, I can harness it, at least do some good by sharing what I'm going through, so that anyone out there might not feel as alone. And that's what I really want to continue doing, because I've really experienced the power of community firsthand. I've made some lifelong, such like treasured friends, because they first saw me through my videos and then reached out to me, and then now I consider them like some of my closest, most trusted friends. And you know, of all of like the hardship that comes with doing social media and for so long and monetizing your life and stuff like that, there's just also so many benefits that I'm grateful for, like how it really has helped me gain soft skills, helped me like make friends, and like all of that kind of stuff. So my whole point is like I really embrace and want to embrace the community aspect of this channel, and that is why I'm not like ready to leave, because I really enjoy that kind of value that like my self-reflection and like our discussion in the comments can bring for all of us. So yeah, that's all I'm just here to say. Expect a couple of video updates from me, because I did my first painting commission recently and I documented it in a vague way because it was pretty intense. Like, I didn't have much time, so I couldn't do like a really thorough vlog, but I'm going to voice over and describe some of my process. So hopefully there's gonna be more art in this channel and all of that kind of good stuff. Oh, good stretch. I'm also like hoping to share some other things like my fitness goals, because I have a lot of fitness goals now that I feel more and more like interested in my martial arts. I've been taking it for almost 2 years, and that's like something I'm really proud of, that I stuck with and I didn't quit. And yeah, so it just goes to show like you should do and start anything you want anytime, and it doesn't matter like what kind of person you are, what kind of box you put yourself in, because you could be whatever you want. And I love the what's that word? I can't remember, but my friend was like joking about how I contrast myself. Okay, anyway, do I look crazy in this video, by the way? I don't even know if my hair and makeup look good, because I was just eating dumplings and my lipstick is like gone. But okay, this is my I have PJ pants on, but I'm about to leave. Actually, it's raining outside. I'm about to go to martial arts, and I feel like I just made no sense in the last 10 minutes, but yeah, thank you for joining me. Some other updates is my sister is visiting this week. She and the baby are out. She's the maid of honor for one of our friends, and they're doing a bunch of errands and celebrations for the engagement / upcoming wedding, and I'm actually gonna go. It's in May. And then in a couple weeks, I'm going to go on my first solo trip, my first solo international trip ever, and my first solo trip since like I was a freshman at RISD and I went to Boston. So I'm really excited to vlog that, and I'll be exploring Tokyo. So please leave down any must-see places in Tokyo specifically. I'm only going to be there for like less than a week, but I'll be in California after that. So that's that. So for now, I love you. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for supporting me and for your attention. and I hope that you would take care. Speaking of that, I'm like, I need to take care of myself. Like, that's why I had to get another toothbrush, because I'm just like, I feel like, I look at my toothbrush, it was like almost snapped in half. I used a bamboo toothbrush, and I was just really thinking, I feel like I need to step it up, my dental hygiene. And then I used to work at a dental office, so now I'm like, I need to go. It's been like over a year since I got my exam, and I need to get a physical, which I haven't gotten in like 3+ years. And what else? I got food poisoning last week, and that was definitely a moment where I was like, oh, interesting. You never know when your health can just like take a turn. Maybe I need to get blood work as well, because not related to food poisoning, but like, I'm not taking any supplements. I don't know what vitamins I might need, and just adulting to a whole nother level. Not just on the surface adulting, but like through and through adulting. What else? I will be back with a more, let's just say, how do I say this? I will be back very soon with a kind of like January notes sit down update video where I am a little more like, where my thoughts are not just stream of consciousness, and then I'll show a little bit of all the December footage that I never shared with you because they're really sweet. So that's all for now. Bye.